He drove me to the airport 2 days ago. I needed some gravitas in that song, so I had to kill him off. There's a girl downtown with freckles on her nose, pencils in her pockets, and ketchup on her clothes. She's a real nice girl. She's pretty as a plate, and the boys call her Katie when they ask her on a date. And who knows, Katie, maybe you could be the one. There's a boy outside, standing in the rain. Hands are in his pockets, he's wondering why he came. He's a real nice boy, he's slower than the fall. The girls call him Billy, if they're calling him at all. And who knows, Billy, maybe you could be the one. Oh, but hearts don't fly, words they don't sing, and boys like you can't buy no ring. Love's not stuck, it just moves slow. You turn around a minute and away we go. Billy walked inside, he ordered up a drink. He started getting nervous and wondered what she'd think. She thought he looked nice, little rough around the seams, but just the kind of boy who could listen to her dreams. And who knows, Katie, maybe he could be the one. They stepped outside, they took a little walk. Katie held his hand, and Billy even talked. They sat by the pond, they didn't make a sound. The night fell easy as the moon came down. And who knows, baby, maybe we could be the one. Oh, but hearts don't fly, words they don't sing, and boys like you can't buy no ring. Love's not stuck, it just moves slow. You turn around a minute and away we go. Oh, there's a girl downtown with freckles on her nose, pencils in her pockets, and ketchup on her clothes. She's a real nice girl, she's pretty as a plate, and the boys call her Katie when they ask her on a date. And who knows, Katie, maybe you could be the one. Yeah, who knows, Katie, maybe you could be the one. Ah, who knows, baby, maybe we could be the one. Well, thank y'all for coming out tonight. I don't know if this is normal weather for y'all or not, but it's scary as shit to me. It's shit. We had a show last night in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and we were going to stay there, but then we heard this storm was coming at 7 a.m., so we decided to drive after the show. We rolled in about 3 a.m. We're staying at, this will further solidify my rock and roll image, we're staying at a bed and breakfast here in town. Lovely little place, and anyway, we got in, and the woman came and opened up the door for us and let us in. And I put half the stuff upstairs, and I had to come back out to the Jeep to get the rest of the gear. I had a guitar and a suitcase, and I got it out, and I put it down and closed the door, and I just sat there for a minute to kind of take in this beautiful snowy night, and it was completely silent. It was wonderful, and then I heard this sound, it was like little scratches, and I looked down, and there was a skunk. It wasn't like it was a skunk. It was just big. It was an exceptionally large skunk, and it was just standing there, looking at me. Oh shit! And I ran to the other side of the street, but I left my guitar and my suitcase there with the skunk. And I'm staying at a bed and breakfast, and I thought, it's gonna freeze tonight. I can't leave my stuff in the street. It seems like a fairly safe town, but it'll freeze. But if I go back over there and I get skunked at 3 in the morning, she's not gonna let me into the house. So I just sat out there for 15 minutes trying to figure out what to do. I just went over very casually and I grabbed his stuff and I walked away, and let's go. I guess he wasn't threatened by me. Anyway, that's the story.
Sticking to it.
I'm just saying, this could be a very different show you'd be seeing right now. Wearing pajamas. And the front row would be natural smell. You say I love you, I say me too, but we don't think much about it. It's just a thing that we do. And we go out walking, but we don't talk much. And then we lie down together, but our hearts never touch. Our baby's gone away. It's an eternity. We got the life that we wanted, not the love that we need. We never go to bed angry, 'cause we never fight. Now we never go crazy in the middle of the night. And we could stay here forever, just holding on. But we have more than our reasons, but the reasons are gone. Our baby's gone away. It's an eternity. We got the life that we wanted, not the love that we need. In our hearts we knew better, but we couldn't let go. And now it's time to quit hiding, oh, we've always known that something was missing, but we were too scared to look. Too busy telling our story instead of writing the book. Our baby's gone away. It's an eternity. We got the life that we wanted, not the love that we need. Our baby's gone away. It's an eternity. We got the life that we wanted, not the love that we need. I do a song here about a young man who gets sent over to Afghanistan. And while he's there, he has the misfortune of getting hit by an IED. And then he has a morphine-induced hallucination about stealing heroin from the Taliban and then being recruited into a top-secret U.S. spy agency where they dose him with LSD and perform experiments on him and send him into outer space for no apparent reason with nothing but a fifth of Jack Daniels and a David Bowie 8-track. I know, it's one of those kind of real country songs. But the idea came, I was watching a video on YouTube once, which I don't know why I was doing this, but I put in soldiers on LSD. Because in the 50s and 60s, the US and British governments did experiments and tests with soldiers. I don't know if they were trying to weaponize LSD, what their goal was, but they were testing it out on soldiers, and then they filmed them in certain instances. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff they didn't film, but there's a couple if you go home, if you're bored and you just want to do this, you can look it up, and some of them are pretty funny. I mean, it's screwed up to think about, you know, the government doing that, but the actual footage is kind of hilarious. And they have this really dry, like, British announcer, and then they took their 15 milligram dose of LSD and cypersilic mushrooms, and they sent him off on a mission, like a training mission, and he narrates the whole time, and it's like after 30 minutes, some people can't walk straight, and then one guy climbs a tree, and then everybody starts laughing uncontrollably, and then several people surrender to no one, and it just all falls apart, and they're all just laughing on the ground, and one guy's going crazy and gets taken away in the ambulance, and it's just, anyways, it made me think about what the government will do, and so here's what the government is doing. It's for a guy who went off to Afghanistan and came back, not in the same space. My daddy joined the Air Force, said it was a good soul. Stage of loving money, but it only led to Devo. Ended up in Abilene, working at a Dairy Queen. Put me in the Army, dated under 17. Here I am standing in the desert with a gun. Father going AWOL, but I'm too afraid to run. I got myself a new plan, stealing from the Taliban. Make a little money, turn their poppies into heroin. Sergeant didn't like it, so they put me in a hole. Said it's easy shooting when they don't know where to go. Throw me on the lily pad, sent me home to no rat. I knew I'd be in trouble, but I didn't think you'd be as bad. Oh, well, a stranger went around all black, left me on the tarmac. I told him I was sorry, but I ain't ever going back. He said, you ain't in trouble, son, I learned to fight without a gun. A new assignment, now you're working for the Pentagon. Gonna take a trip, you wouldn't tell me what it's for. Gotta serve your country, gonna help us win the war. MIT, PhDs, night and day to testing me. Ain't what I was thinking, but I'm being all that I can be. I ain't no genius, but I knew he wasn't right. Uppers in the morning and the LSD at night. Send me off to deep space, help him win the arms race. Oh, Lord me almighty, but this shit has got a funny taste. Oh, well, I think I hear the countdown, 100 feet above the ground. Told me when I'm leaving, but nothing matter coming down. Sitting on a bad dream, 1,000 tons of gasoline. Ain't leaving nothing but some rubble in my slipstream. Mama always said I should be aiming for the moon. She never would've guessed I'd be passing by soon. How the hell did I get here? Blasting through the atmosphere. Chop the rocket boosters and I'm shifting into high gear. Blowing on the system, bottle on my knee. I'm strong, ain't got nothing on me. Hey, oh, we go, K-Mac, yo-yo. Someone wanna give me, gotta come up with a son of a I think I see a bright light, something about it ain't right. I lay down in a spaceship, I woke up in a fire battle, tripping from the morphine. I came down in a bad scene, God don't let me die, yeah. I I ain't even 19, won't ever ask you love or anything again. I swear it on the Bible, the Torah, Quran. I'm lying in a rattle track, about to have a heart attack. IED got to me, something on the medevac. I need some fixing after where it is I've been. Never gonna go and try and shoot a gun again. Slipping out the back door, gonna join the Peace Corps. Tell me I'm a hero now, someone else can fight this war.